Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some new news. We're going to be reading off of a Hollywood Reporter article that will be linked in the description below so you can go check it out afterwards. There is a bunch of news in regards to the future of DC and especially about a DC show that is apparently cancelled and being shopped around elsewhere. Also some news about the future of Superman in the DCEU. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, so as you guys know, Black Adam is coming out. Now this is a big thing for the DCEU because there's been lots of hints here and there from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that potentially a major character could be returning in the Black Adam film. Now I have to mention that I have seen the film and I can't spoil the film. However, my review is going to be out very soon, so be on the lookout for that. That is later tonight, so please be sure to not miss out on that video because you're definitely going to want to watch it because Black Adam is really good and my review contains no spoilers, so don't worry about spoilers. But also over at DC and Warner Brothers, things haven't been going so smoothly with HBO Max with the announcement a while ago that Batgirl was being scrapped, and apparently they've officially scrapped it. Also, they cancelled a bunch of shows at the CW, which were DC shows, and basically it just leaves us in a situation where HBO Max is not a safe place for DC content. And we have some new news in this Hollywood Reporter article. As far as I'm aware, this hasn't been announced anywhere elsewhere. And so we're going to be breaking it down because, like I said, there's been lots of cancellations of DC shows and DC films. So I feel like it's a big deal and we have to cover when this stuff gets announced. And if you guys remember a while ago, they announced that the Strange Adventures show that was supposed to be coming from Kevin Smith on HBO Max also got cancelled. I didn't make a video on that, but I just thought I would mention it here because that's another project that was cancelled. But let's read this paragraph out. So, J.J. Abrams, a producer and obviously a director who has been linked to a lot of DC projects that have been in development for a while, had a few setbacks when some of his DC shows that he was developing based on the supernatural corners of DC and featuring characters such as Constantine and Zatanna were scrapped at Warner Brothers' HBO Max streaming service. They are now being shopped to other streamers, but he is not out of the game and is yet another Hollywood power in the mix vying for a piece of the DC pie. So that is the official news. That is that J.J. Abrams and his shows that he'd been working on, especially in relation to Justice League Dark, which he's been attached to for such a long time. Obviously that features characters like Constantine and Zatanna, but also we had the news a while ago that they were making a Zatanna project that was in development, but that is the big news here that apparently that has been cancelled. Now I'm pretty sure with them shopping it around, maybe someone would want to actually get it, but that means they're going to have to buy it out. And you have to remember Warner Brothers and DC own the rights to these characters, so by J.J. Abrams shopping it to other streamers, they're going to have to pay a lot of money for the rights to release such a TV show or anything like that. So really the only place that they're safe to go right now is something that Warner Brothers owns and isn't as important as HBO Max. So I guess something like the CW could be an option, especially if they have big talent attached. The CW would definitely be interested. However, with the CW and how everything's been going recently with all their DC cancellations, I'm not sure if they're looking to introduce a bunch of new shows. Now, I don't know if there was any other show apart from the Zatanna and potentially a Justice League Dark show with Constantine that J.J. Abrams wasn't able to move forward with at HBO Max, but this comes at a time where, like I said, the new owners from Discovery have taken over Warner Brothers and they are cutting their losses on projects they don't believe in, and this is just a couple of the projects that they don't believe in, and I thought we would cover it in today's video. So yeah, that's that section, and let me know what do you think about that in the comments below. Were you actually excited to see the Zatanna project or a Justice League Dark project? I definitely was, because I'm a big fan of DC's magical characters. Like you've seen actually in the trailers of Black Adam, you have Dr. Fate, and let me tell you, you're going to want to watch the film even if it's just for Dr. Fate, because yeah, Dr. Fate, as we all know from Young Justice in the comics, he is one of the coolest DC characters out there, and Zatanna is up there with him, and they all make a great pairing, especially with Constantine, so I think it's a big shame if I'm being completely honest. But let's move on to the next thing. We're going to be talking a little bit to do with Superman. So, as you guys know, Black Adam has had a lot of rumors recently circulating, mainly from Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, that he wants to do a Black Adam versus Superman movie. And he's been publicly saying this, so this isn't just like me speculating or just bringing it up for the sake of it. But with his words, he is basically trying to get fans interested and basically call for Superman's return, and obviously in the form of Henry Cavill playing Superman is what a lot of fans want, and that is mainly because he hasn't been around for a while. Yes, he was in Justice League and Zack Snyder's Justice League, but he hasn't had his own film as like a centerpiece. So Black Adam versus Superman, if that were to ever happen, and maybe I'll make a separate video entirely on this and what it could be in terms of an actual film, that is definitely something that would be big for Superman fans, because really the last time we had a full-on Superman film was Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, which would be, I guess, a similar situation, because he would be like the kind of leading character but build alongside someone else. So Black Adam would also be up there with Superman. And as you guys know, if you are a comic fan, Black Adam has the one thing that Superman is weak to, that being magic, so they always make a great pairing as they fight against each other. I guess it would be a similar situation to what went on in Batman vs Superman, where Superman was going around trying to stop Batman, with Black Adam obviously resurfacing in the world from Kahndaq. He's probably going to be sent to stop Black Adam in a similar situation. So I don't know if fans are going to be super excited if that comes to fruition. Yes, they'll be excited that Superman's back, but if it's a Black Adam vs Superman film, surely it's going to be a similar situation as Batman vs Superman. And I know not everyone was so hot on the film, although I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty entertaining film. But anyway, so this comes with the news that apparently they might be developing a new Superman film, and that Superman film would obviously be with Henry Cavill, and that is something that people have asked for a very long time. People have been saying, when are we going to get a Man of Steel 2 film? When is it going to come? They've been screaming that for years, and apparently, according to the Hollywood Reporter, a new Superman film with Henry Cavill is in very early stages. Now, this is just development stages, this doesn't confirm anything, and also it doesn't say if it could potentially be, say, a Black Adam vs Superman film, although I definitely think The Rock is vying for that, and it would definitely be financially a good idea to go ahead with a film like that. However, if they make a Man of Steel 2, I believe they will actually call it Superman or something with Superman in the title and not just Man of Steel. That's just my personal thoughts. So whatever this new Superman film turns out to be, it's definitely going to happen with Henry Cavill, and that's pretty clear at this point. Also, there was some news in this article that a script for a sequel to The Flash has already been written and is potentially in development. Again, this is a hot topic right now because The Flash hasn't actually came out, and people are speculating whether Warner Brothers is going to continue working with Ezra Miller after all of the terrible press that they've got recently since they actually did all those things. And obviously I'm not going to go into that, and I'm not really going to give my thoughts and opinions on this. I'm a huge Flash fan, so obviously I want more and more Flash films, so I'm a supporter of that in terms of wanting a film. But I think for now, we're actually going to have to wait and see as to, is this film, the first film, actually going to come out? What's going to happen with Ezra? And how is it going to go in terms of review-wise and also press-wise? Because definitely it's a huge topic right now and it's very contentious. So I'm kind of not that surprised that a script for a sequel has already been written, considering that the first one was written such a long time ago and they just finished post-production recently. You can presume that Warner Brothers wanted to get on a second film because they thought they were going to release this film a long while ago, and so they probably thought, oh, it's going to be pretty successful, so let's kind of bank on that and get someone to start writing a sequel to The Flash so we can get it out pretty soon. So right now we don't know, is this going to happen with Ezra Miller if there is a Flash 2, or is it going to happen with someone else? Obviously fans are asking for Grant Gustin to play the Flash in a potential Flash sequel. We'll have to wait and see. There is a lot that could go down, especially with the Flash, considering it is very multiverse centric. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss any future videos. But for now, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.